Quick one, nothing here is financial advice. It's for entertainment and educational purposes only. Always do your own research or speak to a financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Enjoy the episode and like and subscribe.
GM, September the 4th sees a major network upgrade for Polygon, which will take the Matic token and upgrade it into POL, brand new ticker, and this will unlock new utility and a new era for Polygon. So in this one, let's dive into what this means for Polygon, how to upgrade your tokens if you need to, and the new utility coming to POL holders and stakers. So as you can see from this rather amusing image we've got here, Matic token pretty much spoon feeding you some staking rewards, but the POL token, as we're going to discuss, a bit of a Swiss Army knife, which will provide a lot more benefits. As you may know, Polygon is a leader in ZK tech, zero knowledge proofs, and what they're striving towards is creating a unified network of ZK powered L2s, all unified together into one network. So you may have heard of the Polygon CDK, that is the chain development kit. There's quite a few protocols who have tapped into this, A* with their zkEVM, OKX, TON, just to name a few. And by using this Polygon CDK, these chains are able to launch their ZK-powered Layer 2 on Ethereum. By all connecting and interoperating with a shared ZK bridge, every chain becomes seamlessly interoperable. So this is Polygon's ambition to create this value layer of the internet. Now, as you can see from this, from a simple branding aspect in itself, the movement from Matic over to POL seems to make a lot of sense. Brand recognition wise, just thinking about what you would expect the Polygon ticker to be, POL makes a lot of sense. In terms of token utility, straight out the box, POL will continue to be, as Matic was, the staking token securing the network, and also the token used for paying gas fees on the network. So in terms of a user currently staking their Matic tokens during the upgrade on September 4th, you'll still be able to earn protocol fees, those transaction fees, and the inflationary rewards as well as per normal. Then in addition, extra utility that will come in the future, the POL token will support other use cases: block generation, zero knowledge proof generation, and participation in data availability committees. So it's not a simple rebrand, it is an upgrade of the token overall coming September 4th. Now, one of the key changes as well is the emissions rate and distribution change as the POL token comes into existence. So POL will have an annual emissions rate of 2%, as you can see on screen. And this, as they state, is to create the self-sustaining fuel for Polygon. So this 2% gets split 1% of those inflationary emissions to validator rewards and 1% to a community treasury. So this is how they see it, a way to unlock perpetual growth for the network. So the 1% to the validator rewards, the validators of course are securing the network. So this ensures security into the future for this network, as you want to incentivize validators to continue to operate and provide you with that security. This also allows them to scale by funding the future growth of validators in line with the number of chains that are going to come and connect to Polygon's Agg layer, the aggregate layer, which is the future vision. Then that 1% going to the community treasury. This will ensure the future growth, development, research initiatives, potentially even onboarding more teams and bringing in talents from external sources way into the future. So things like community grants will be enabled through that treasury. And overall, they see this as paramount because you need to have resources and a pool from which you can spend in order to ensure you are continually growing in a highly competitive industry. Then from the token standpoint, this is a technical upgrade of the token. So from the ticker Matic into the ticker POL, still going to have the same supply. It's a one-to-one conversion that will take place. So for every Matic token you have, once you complete the upgrades, or if you're in the bucket of people who this will happen automatically for, as we'll discuss in a moment, you'll receive exactly the same number of POL tokens as you had Matic. Last thing to note here, September 4th is the upgrade date, but this is not a deadline. So there's no need to rush things here or panic. There's going to be plenty of time to perform the upgrades. You will be able to do this at a leisurely pace, so no worries. So the POL token will sit in the center of the future as Polygon sees it, with the Agg layer or aggregation layer. This will help unite a fragmented and divided blockchain ecosystem into a web of ZK secured L1s and L2s that feels like using a singular chain. So the POL token's importance here is that it will be the security token for all of these chains on the Agg layer. So POL, once staked, will actually be securing a web of chains here, and you'll be able to therefore secure numerous chains now, not just one. So what Polygon have achieved so far with this CDK, their chain development kit, is the ability to spin up and launch your own zkEVM with full sovereignty. Then utilizing the aggregation layer with, as you can see, the unified bridge contract down here, these chains are then able to interoperate between one another with shared liquidity and shared states, and settling ultimately back to Ethereum mainnet. So this means by having shared liquidity, shared states, any new chain that wants to bootstrap liquidity or tap into existing communities can do so through this aggregation layer. So as you would imagine, this will help boost network effects a lot quicker because you haven't got that fragmentation issue that currently plagues the crypto industry. So for those of you who like to go deeper into the weeds, there's some great documentation on this, but essentially aggregation here offers the sovereignty and scale of a modular architecture, as well as the unified liquidity and user experience of a monolithic system. But this together here, the Agg layer merges those and has the best of both worlds. From a dev standpoint, they can write contracts with a bridge and call function, so you can send tokens between chains on the Agg layer and also execute actions on that new chain or within a single transaction. So this will open up a whole host of new use cases that can't currently be easily done in the existing landscape out there. The Agg layer will also serve to withdraw friction and a lot of the withdrawal delays that we currently see, as an example with optimistic rollups taking 7 days to actually move your funds from one chain onto another, which rules out a load of use cases and it makes for a horrible user experience. But the Agg layer will remove this, and rather than having fragmented liquidity, unified liquidity will now be the future, and this is done without using external third-party bridges. Having a pool of unified liquidity as well for developers and chains coming into this ecosystem will also mean they can avoid the cold start problem. How do you get liquidity to your chain? Well, if you've got this aggregation layer, you can tap into the already existing liquidity out there and add to it by bringing your own users. So clearly this would mean growing the overall pie. So for the end user, this is going to mean a better UX. So user experience is going to be widely enhanced. It's going to feel like just using one chain, although you have the benefits of using multiple chains in one instance. You're also going to remove the reliance on third-party bridges to take out some of those inherent security risks. And with that single chain kind of feel, you can move funds from one chain, buy, say, an NFT on the other chain, all in one transaction without having to wait a long period of time. So from this image on screen, you can see how the POL token sits as the staking layer for the whole of the Agg layer. So you have these Agg layer enabled chains, they're all connected up, taking full advantage of that unified liquidity, but these are all secured by the POL token. So you would stake your POL with a validator. These validators can then secure these various chains, not just one. They'll be able to secure multiple at the same time. And for that, as we saw earlier, with 1% of future rewards per annum going to the validator pool, there's going to be protocol rewards in perpetuity. Plus, you can then get the transaction fees from these various different chains. So there could be a lot more transaction fees on the line. And the final thing to think about as well is that by having the POL token staked, some of these chains, maybe it's A*, zkEVM, maybe it's the OKX one, they may allocate additional incentives to secure their chain to these validators. So you could therefore be getting diversified yields. So the major breakthrough there is that previously the Matic token securing one network, but you now have the POL token potentially securing many, many different chains, and for that receiving greater potential rewards and diversified rewards as well. Now let's finally go through how to upgrade your tokens and if you need to upgrade your tokens from September 4th. So some of you will not have to, depending on which stakeholder group you fall into. So we're going to go through if you're holding tokens on Polygon's proof of stake chain itself, whether you're holding them on Ethereum mainnet or Polygon's zkEVM environment. So from the graphic, you can see if you're holding the Matic token right now on the Polygon POS chain. So you can see on MetaMask there, Polygon chain. So if you've got your tokens on Polygon chain, like I have, a little bit of change on there of Matic, as it states, no action will be required. It will just become the native gas token upgraded to POL on September 4th automatically without you having to do a thing. Likewise, if you are staking your Matic tokens on the Polygon POS chain, again, nothing for you to do. Just leave them there. As long as they're on the POS chain, you are fine. Don't lift a finger. The process will be automated for you. So there's literally nothing for you to do. And that goes for liquidity providers, or if you're using any DeFi application within the Polygon ecosystem on the POS chain, just do nothing. Then we have centralized exchanges. Now, depending on the centralized exchange you have your Matic tokens on, most of them that I've looked through, the big ones, Binance, Coinbase, have confirmed they will complete the token upgrade to POL on September 4th without users being required to do anything. However, if you're on more obscure exchanges, do check out the communications coming from your exchange of choice, just in order to be sure. Now, moving on, if you have Matic on Ethereum mainnet, there is action required. As per the diagram, upgrade to POL through the token migration contract. So if on your MetaMask, on the Ethereum mainnet, you have some Matic tokens, you need to jump through the following. So here we are on the portal. We'll leave a link to this down below. And as you can see, the portal is connected to Ethereum. So this is the process. If you are holding the Matic token, like I have a small amount of there, in order to upgrade it to POL, you will simply enter or press max if you just want to do the full stack, which I guess is most logical. And as you can see, it will send you the exact same amount, but in the upgraded POL token there. So you just click on the upgrade button, go through the various steps in your MetaMask wallet or other wallets, and approve the transaction. You should then receive an approval message and your balance should update on screen. Then here we have the bridge connecting Ethereum mainnet to Polygon POS and also Polygon zkEVM. Now this is an alternate route where you could just bridge over your Ethereum mainnet Matic right now into Polygon POS, and it should convert the tokens for you then automatically if you do this prior to September 4th. And I believe if you do this post September 4th, it will bridge them over and upgrade them to the POL token in one movement. So this may be more efficient. Again, click max, bridge Matic to Polygon POS chain. Your funds, of course, will then be on the Polygon POS chain. So again, this is up to you whether you wish to do this or not. Do you want your tokens on that chain, or do you want to maintain them on ETH? So optionality is there. Then you just go through and confirm the process in your wallet of choice. And I will approve those to ensure I do not need to do any further processes. I'll just move all the tokens over from ETH mainnet to Polygon POS and let the upgrade occur for me automatically on September 4th. As I think for myself, that's just the easiest approach right now. But do note, if you have staked Matic on Ethereum, as per the staking contract, that will be upgraded on September 4th. So if you have a staked position, you don't actually need to do anything. And after September 4th, you will still continue to earn rewards as you're currently doing, but you will see the POL token in your wallet and you'll be receiving POL rewards. Then finally, for users with Matic on the Polygon zkEVM environment, the documentation suggests that you bridge your zkEVM Matic over to Ethereum mainnet. You will then have Ethereum mainnet Matic, and then you would follow the process on the portal to upgrade the token from Matic to POL, as per the same steps that we saw for holding Matic on Ethereum. So take note of which network you have your Matic tokens on currently and whether there are steps and processes for you to follow from there. As you've seen, the interfaces for actually upgrading the tokens or bridging the tokens is very simple and intuitive, so you shouldn't have any problems, all pretty straightforward. And remember, there is no deadline to do this and no penalty for not upgrading straight away, so don't panic and just take your time with this. So what we've learned today is that Polygon is expanding into a greater ecosystem with the Agg layer coming online. And with that, the upgrade from the Matic token, which was previously securing the Polygon POS chain, it's now going to be securing the entirety of the aggregated blockchain future that they have coming. This means we'll see a lot more blockchains coming to the Agg layer and the potential for network effects to be captured by the POL token. So with diverse yield and more earning potential, the POL token is certainly an upgrade. Hope you enjoyed this one. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.